Noticeable, wasn't it, what happened with the early corner, in that Arsenal having scored from an early corner at Stamford Bridge, when they had so many men forward that Chelsea had twigged that. This is Stamford Bridge 3 weeks ago. Look how many Arsenal players are in there. 7, including one on the edge of the box.
It's congested, isn't it?
28 set-piece goals to Arsenal this season, and there's a lot of traffic. Sanchez can't get anywhere near it. Ben White scores. They twigged that, hadn't they, when it came to this evening?
Because what we see is Fofana and Delap just on a signal, they just go. You know what I mean? I've seen this before. I've seen Olympiacos do this to Arsenal and Monaco. I think even Brighton done it as well. I'm surprised that people haven't done it more, but like at the same time, it's still a good ball in. It was still nearly a really good corner.
Obviously, you see there the set-piece coach signaling people back. If they obviously put more Chelsea players higher up, he has to pull Arsenal back, which means it's less chaotic when the corner goes in. But you have to defend 1v1 better now. But obviously, you said there's such a threat from set-pieces. That's an option for them.
Is there Arsenal attacking this goal in this first half? Was there a little bit of space here that Arsenal failed to exploit?
Frustrating, yeah. It was also evident in the first leg where Fofana, if you can pull him out, there's that space there. But if you can keep pulling Fofana out, there's a huge gap in behind. Didn't really play it then, missed the opportunity, but it is constantly on because of how Chelsea play. They're so aggressive and player for player. Bang, there, play it. There's a space, they're high, utilise it, play it earlier, play it quicker. You'd be screaming for it.
I'd love that, because what's happening is in the build-up, because the build-up is slow, Fofana does want to follow whoever his man is. He wants to go in with him. If you watch him, and if I'm Zocker, I'm bending in behind him. I'm going to say to someone, when you've got time, watch when Fofana comes, I'm going to go.
So is Gyökeres not making that vocally obvious enough? Play me in, play the ball.
Well, to be honest, it's not only Gyökeres, it's the man on the ball as well, because once the space arrives, you can see it. It's blatantly obvious to see the space behind Fofana. Should just be looking to put that in there, because the way we're playing at the minute, we're not breaking through, we're not playing through the lines. That's a great way to get in against this Chelsea side.
When we have a look at opposition touches in the opposition's penalty area, the 4 fewest are Arsenal's front 4. Fewest touches at all, not just in the box. Are Arsenal a bit too conservative tonight?
Look, at the end of the day, they're winning this tie. They don't have to do anything. It's for Chelsea to come at them, and I think both teams are a little bit checking each other out. But that space is an opportunity where Arsenal can exploit in behind. It's not over touches, it's direct football. There's nothing wrong with that. But it is for Chelsea to come here and be a little bit more aggressive. They have Cole Palmer and Estevao on. They're in the game. They'll probably excuse them 60 minutes plus.
Well, that's what it feels like, doesn't it? On the hour mark, they need a goal. Those two in particular would have come on.
Yeah, but in fairness to both, Estevao, who's travelled back to Brazil for personal reasons, and Cole Palmer came in with the Mascon, so he might be a bit ill, who knows. But I would not be surprised at some point if it's like this, they get used.
I do think, Kaz, as well, I think Chelsea, in the second half, they're going to have to step it up a little bit in respect to what they're doing, and maybe that might be a chance for Arsenal to break on them, maybe if they're in a transitional sense, and then be ruthless when they do break. But I think it's going to open up. It has to. It can't stay like this.
Leo Rossinho will be happy enough, won't he? Because they're still in the tie. They've got 45 minutes. So it takes a minute to score a goal and all
so long as it's 0-0 and they're still in it, if they can continue to frustrate and then get the ball in the box. I think Liam Delap, he's played Liam Delap like that for Hull, you mentioned, didn't you?
Yeah, he's playing right wing tonight, maybe because he hasn't got the wingers available with Neto and Cole Palmer and Estevan not being available potentially for 90, but he has played out there. And
the thing with him as well is that he will try and get it in the box if he gets half a chance. So we'll have to see if that tactic stays, because I would play him down the middle.
Just looking at the Arsenal bench, Jesus in an attacking sense, Trossard, Havertz, former Chelsea player, on a knife edge here at the Emirates, 0-0 at the break. Arsenal with their noses in front by 3-2, and the Madueke Cucurella battle, in fact the Cucurella battle against anybody in an Arsenal shirt, has been worth the entrance money alone.
Super 6, proud sponsors of Carabao Cup coverage on ITV.
Helen's just used Confused.com, and the weight of car insurance burdens her no more.
Mum, Helen adores you. She would love the company.
I don't like your mum.
Okay.
Insurance feels better when you've just used Confused.
Oh. You feel that?
Feel what?
The crash zone.
Crash what?
The crash zone. It builds suspense, uncovers evidence, foreshadows danger. Do you feel it now?
Oh yeah.
I guess I'll go and try and find a ladder.
Whatever the story behind selling your car, We Buy Any Car make it easy. Whether you're needing more boot space, buying your dream home, sick of repairs, funding a new business, switching transport, saving for your big day, off to see the world, going to uni, upgrading after a promotion, just want the cash, or simply need something bigger. Get it sold and have the cash in your bank today. To get a quote in 30 seconds, enter your reg number now at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
The first time I walked the wing, I was terrified. But that was before I spent time here.
We're like teachers, counsellors, peacekeepers, all rolled into one.
For me, being part of a team is just absolutely everything.
An extraordinary job done by someone like you. Search prison jobs now.
Build wealth with Trading 212, the all-in-one app to invest, save, and spend. Invest in stocks and ETFs with zero commission. Trade anytime with 24-hour US market access. Earn 3.6% interest with our Cash ISA. Spend like an investor with our free debit card and get 1.5% cash back. Get the Trading 212 app and start building wealth today.
Breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
Suggesting that skipping breakfast is best.
Have breakfast.
Skip breakfast.
Knowing what's good for you is confusing. At Alpro, we keep things simple. Plant-based goodness, enriched with 5 essential nutrients like calcium, iodine, and vitamins to get the morning started. Alpro, healthy made easy.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Look at them go. Booking geniuses. Get free airport lounge access on 2026 5-star holidays with On the Beach. Fill your boots, son. Book it now. Up to and atoll protected.
The Mazda CX-30, our stylish and compact SUV. Available with 0% APR representative when ordered before the 31st of March 2026. Mazda, crafted with Japanese soul. Search Mazda.
Super 6, proud sponsors of Carabao Cup coverage on ITV.
Our exclusive international rugby coverage for the year starts on Thursday night. Make a note of that this week. Six Nations holders France take on Ireland. England play Wales Saturday afternoon at Twickenham, both available ITV1 and STV, as is the Rugby Nations Championship this summer and this autumn. Also Thursday night, live Spanish Cup football, Real Betis against Atletico Madrid in the quarterfinals of the Copa del Rey, 7:55 ITV4. Cole Palmer is warming up, and he is the sort of player, of course, who can make something happen out of nothing. What do you reckon? If it's 0-0 after 60, 65 minutes, Ian?
Yeah, I think you probably see him, maybe Esteval as well. I know he's had his problems, but the fact is, the longer they can keep it like that, you know, they can, I don't know. I personally, I'm going to go for it. I think Arsenal should be going for it as well. Leave it with no doubt. You know, at the moment, I think we're a bit too conservative. I think we should be going for him a bit more and see if we can just get this done.
I just think Arsenal, Arteta, there's nothing wrong with it. He's just a no-risk manager. And at the moment, there's no need to him risk anything. The risk is more on Chelsea to get back into the game. And yeah, Cole Palmer, he's played 90 minutes this week, so got under his belt. I suspect he'll feature.
But it's the risk for Arsenal. I take your point, of course they do, that one mistake, one bounce of the ball, one iffy refereeing decision, and without actually asking any questions, suddenly the tie is level, and then you have to change it.
I get that, but Declan Rice played a ball into midfield and it was given away, and Arteta straight away said, no, play it out wide, we don't play it in the central areas. And look, there's nothing wrong with it. You're top of the table in the Premier League. You're in 4 competitions. That's his style, and there's no snobbery to that. might not be exciting, but that's my opinion of why he does what he does.
And the thing about that is, Kaz, is as much I've got a lot of respect for that, but the fact is that to win leagues, to win games, at some stage you've got to show something, you've got to do something. And as much as I know we're still in this game with one game up, it seems to me like, are we trying to just hang on to that and take whatever we get, rather than going, getting it done, so as maybe we can get some rest for some of these players? I don't know.
You've got a great bench, righty,
Yeah.
so we'll see. He might play that as well, but for now it's for Chelsea that need to get back into this game, and he's a key player, João Pedro.
Yeah.
Chelsea have not made a change at half-time. Arsenal's bench is so strong. If any of them played this Saturday against Sunderland in the league, you wouldn't bat an eyelid. We actually saw the next generation getting their shirts, the young scholars, and one of them was called Emerson Waneri, brother of Ethan.
Yeah.
The production line continues.
It does, yeah. Good luck to Ethan as well.
Yes, good luck to Ethan in Marseille. Absolutely. Well, no changes to Arsenal at half-time. We're going to go back up to the commentary box. If you absolutely love your football, you might have noticed that in the transfer window, Arsenal signed a right-back from Stoke called Dixon. And we can say that great Uncle Lee is absolutely thrilled. Here he is with Sam Matterface.
Yeah, towering centre-back who can play right-back. Jayden started at Tottenham, signed from Stoke in the window, signed as an 18-year-old yesterday. He probably didn't cost more than the last Dixon to come from Stoke, we worked out, but I reckon he's on more money than you were in 1988.
I can guarantee he's probably on more money than I was in 2002 when I retired.
I hate to tell you this, I actually think he did cost more than you as well.
Did he?
Only just.
Well, good luck to him.
It was 38 years ago, though, so inflation does count.
He's a towering centre-half as well, so the similarities end there.
Yes.
Good luck to him.
And he's definitely not a relation of Lee. And the fact that he's a towering centre-back probably tells you that. Mikel Arteta making no changes at half-time. Neither Chelsea, but almost a third of Chelsea's goals under Liam Rosenior have been scored by substitutes. Alejandro Garnacho came off the bench and scored twice in the first leg. They do need a goal tonight. And these two teams are the most prolific teams across Europe straight after half-time, so keep your eyes peeled. Ian Wright wants Arsenal to go for it a bit more in the second half. Kaz Carney suggesting that Arsenal are plotting their course through the game, like plotting their course through the season quite strategically and methodically. How do you see it second half, Lee Dixon?
Yeah, I think knowing Mikel and the way that Arsenal do play the game, hang on a minute.
Here's João Pedro looking to try and find an early opening. Kepa can't stop it from going out for the first corner of the second half.
Yeah, I certainly don't think there's any reason to go for it too early in the second half from an Arsenal point of view. They are winning the tie. There wasn't a lot of chances from Chelsea's point of view in that first half, although Mikel will be a little bit disappointed how they passed the ball through the lines a couple of times, but no need to panic for either team right now.
Enzo Fernandez to take the corner at the start of the second half. There was a bit of pushing and shoving there, and it's bundled goalwards and deflected behind eventually off a Chelsea body.
Yeah,
they are going to just have a quick check here for a possible penalty. There was wrestling going on between Saliba and João Pedro in that penalty area, Lee.
Yeah, early on as well, before the kick was taken, they grabbed hold of each other. Just look at them there in the middle of the screen. They've both got hold of each other. Saliba goes down and he drags João Pedro with him, but before the corner was taken anyway, so but nothing doing. VAR just ruling that out.
It's checked and cleared. Chelsea have only won one of their last 14 games against Arsenal. Reece James, Romelu Lukaku are on the score sheet the last time Chelsea beat Arsenal. Might need Esteval from the bench tonight. He's made a real effort to get back with the team after a trip to Brazil. Fellow Brazilian Martinelli trying to cause problems for Chelsea, but it came to nothing.
Yeah, he was quick into the tackle on Chalobah. Read the situation. It does look like he's getting primed, doing his laces up. It's a bit of a sign.
He's a terrific talent, is Esteval. Very popular amongst the Chelsea support, still only a teenager, 18 years of age, 6 goals this season already. Had to Go back to Brazil this week for personal reasons. Missed the West Ham game. He will be a superstar. He's got a cracker against Palace the other week, didn't he? Got the winner against Liverpool. Goal against Barcelona. Here's Madueke. Bursting down that right-hand side, looking to get the better of Hato. Zubamendi. And Capio. Eze. Now Madueke teasing his way into a crossing position. It's a decent ball, maybe just a little bit too long. But he made room for the cross with a little dart inside, a bit of body swerving from Cucurella.
Yeah, very similar to the positions he took up at the weekend, just cutting in on that left foot and put a brilliant couple of balls in then. That one just a little bit overhit. But men in the box, it's a better start, and didn't really have an awful lot of success in the first half.
Stavao warming up. Leandro Trossard warming up for Arsenal, and Christian Norgard as well. See Cole Palmer just starting to get ready down in front of us. I don't know whether that might have been a little bit premature, but Stavao certainly getting primed, I think. João Pedro taking the ball out of the sky well. Wanted more from Enzo Fernandez. Gyökeres has got in front of Fofana.
That's better from Gyökeres. 3 touches in the first half already. That touch is the best one he's had all game. Nicely put into the channel with his chest and nearly put Martinelli away.
Jurrien Timber.
See, that's the one. Madueke comes short. Timber looks like he's going to play it and just whip it round down into the channel for Gyökeres. He's willing to make that run, but you've got to put the ball in there for him.
Lining with Nkapie. Caicedo getting it back to Chalobah. Finds a route to Fernandez, who's being handled by Zubamendi. Santos comes away with the ball. He actually was ready to go, and the referee then blew the whistle and gave Chelsea the free kick. Gusto. Oh, a little bit of a heavy touch, which almost gave it straight to Martinelli. Fofana comes to Chelsea's rescue. Pressure on from Caicedo. Good header from Hato. Another chance for Gyökeres to run. He tried to outmuscle Chalobah, but Hato was there on the cover. It's important for him to have a good evening tonight. He had a difficult game in the match at the weekend against West Ham. He wasn't the only one.
As I said, all 11 of them first half. Some changes at half-time. There's a completely different Chelsea team in the second half. Completely different West Ham team, to be fair, as well. They dropped off and really invited Chelsea on top of them.
Martinelli trying to run down the side pass. Gusto just has to body check him. Tussle going on between the two. Martinelli's done well. He's back there helping out. And then Capio involving a wrestling match. Gabriel outwitting João Pedro. João Pedro pinching it back. It's a bit more like it.
Well, there's lots of booing going on from the Arsenal fans. I thought the refereed that pretty good there. Peter Banks, he just let stuff go. We want to see that. That is a foul.
Well, he's not going to let this go. He's going to come over and have a word with Mikel Arteta, and he's going to book him. Well, this is the reason why he's been booked. Have a look.
I don't know what was being said, but he seemed to have a smile on his face.
Well, the first bit looked quite happy, didn't it? I think there was a little bit more of that footage where it eventually goes a little bit more tense and terse, but maybe it's something he said.
Yeah, I think a lip reader would let us know what that was.
Cole Palmer and Esteval both warming up away to our left-hand side. Arsenal substitutes coming back now. Ben White amongst them. Norgard, Havertz, who was in the Chelsea team the last time that Chelsea beat Arsenal. It's a good turn from Enzo Fernandez. Chelsea captain comes forward again. Delap. As if he was pushed there by Gabriel, and he's generated a free kick, a good 8 yards outside the penalty area in danger territory.
Too sure you need to tackle him there. He's not really going anywhere. Potentially a good angle for Fernandez to put this in a dangerous area.
Pretty good from set pieces, Chelsea. They've scored a few headed goals this season. Pedro Chalobah, who scored from a corner actually in the game in November between these two. Delap, Fofana, all up, ready to try and attack this ball from Enzo Fernandez. Takes in a huge golfer there. Swirls it in towards that near post. It's headed away by Rice, and Arto was shut down by Eza very quickly. And now Arsenal looking for an escape route. Liam Delap has taken Madueke out, and he's going to get booked for that.
Yeah, he's saying he didn't touch him. It looked like he did from here, but the referee's assistant wasn't that far away, so just about to have a look here. And didn't really have a lot of contact, was there? Maybe just put him off balance, and that's why he went down. There is some contact to his left leg, but I see what he was complaining about.
Cole Palmer and Esteval have just been called back by Leon Rosenior. Chelsea about to make a double change. Inviting a bit of pressure here, Arsenal, for no reason. Saliba gets away from Andre Santos. The crowd enjoyed that. And he bounced forward now. Madueke teasing into a crossing position. Trying to catch out Robert Sanchez. Never likely to do it from that sort of range.
You just need a little bit more quality from this position. As soon as you check in, you've got to deliver something. He's normally pretty good at that. Almost caught between a cross and a shot. These two changes that are coming on for Chelsea has to change the dynamics of any team, the quality they've got, the pair of them.
Pedro to run it. I'm not entirely sure he's going to ever beat Saliba there. Maybe Esteval might have been able to. Cole Palmer is being given the final instructions from his head coach. Gabriel. Touched by Fofana. Foul there. set-piece instructions that are being handed out. Gabriel. Madueke. Gyökeres trying to outpace Chalobah. Interestingly, Chelsea are going to change the shape here because Delap, well, the plan was for Delap and Hato to come off, but Gusto has gone down here, and they may have to rethink the substitutions now, Lee.
Yeah, he's got his hand on his stomach, or he's got some sort of... he's waving. He's waving at the bench as if to say, I need some assistance. But
maybe it's just to take on some energy gel, but they are preparing to bring on Esteval and Cole Palmer. Now it looks as if maybe they're going to bring somebody else back and make a triple change. Gusto's back on his feet again. It's a crucial time in the game. Chelsea know that one goal takes us to extra time. And at some point, they're going to have to take a risk in the match. They haven't done much of that so far. There is a 21 there somewhere, and Jorel Hato is coming off. You just can't quite see it on that fourth official's board. Esteval and Palmer on for Hato and Liam Delap. That is confirmed now. I think it's Joshua Champong who's getting ready just in case Malo Gusto has to come off. He's just readying himself now. Malo Gusto looks as if he's going to continue for now.
yeah, Esteval straight over to that left-hand side. Having a little hug with Timber, which would never have happened in my day. Left winger coming on, giving him a hug. What's going on there? Anyway, different game now, isn't it?
It's just giving him the love. So that when he goes past him at rapid speed, maybe shows him a little bit of charity. Let's see what he can do. Always brings an edge of excitement to a game. A handball from Cucurella. Madueke. Dancing forward, being chased by three in blue. It's pinched by Cucurella and cleared away towards João Pedro, but Saliba is there, a little slip from Esteval. Gusto back on, Gyökeres trying to get in behind Chalobah. Swede has taken a tumble, but the referee's not very forthcoming with a free kick.
So that looked like a foul from him. Again, we're 60, 70 yards away.
Well, we've hit the hour mark. We're awaiting the breakthrough in the game. Chelsea need a goal to stay in the tie and send it to extra time. A goal for Arsenal probably takes them to Wembley. He's managed games well so far. Liam Rosickner, his subs have made differences in matches. Let's see if they make a difference here. This is Cole Palmer, one of those. Emerging off the bench to try and influence the proceedings. Cucurella. Arsenal know if their defence holds firm and they continue with their great clean sheet record, then they'll be through to play under the arch in the 22nd of March. Capia puts it behind. It was a good run, actually, by Malo Gusto. It's out for a corner.
Yeah, he was. Played the ball inside, and then Capia just switched off a little bit. Gusto continuing his run. A little bit more pace on that ball inside the full-back, and he's away.
Three on the penalty spot for Chelsea. One under the goalkeeper is João Pedro. Palmer is just trotting into the penalty area on the right side now. Cucurella is outside the box. It's Enzo Fernandez with a low delivery that travels a very long way. Cucurella tries to return it with interest. This is the target.
Yeah, he took his time as well. Setting himself, just couldn't quite get the bend on it.
He came off the bench at half-time. The Bridge on Saturday at West Ham made a material difference. Scored the equalising goal. Forward by Gabriel. Gyökeres with a flicked header. Mocked up by Cucurella again. That wasn't the best of balls by the Spaniard. Arsenal's squad depth sets them apart. They haven't had a shot for a very long time in this game now. Palmer to Enzo Fernandez to Esteban. Looking to put a thrill of excitement into the Chelsea fans. Sets it back for Enzo Fernandez again. He's had a couple of efforts from the edge of the area. The first one tested Kepa Arrizabalaga, that one didn't.
Yeah, they're just starting to knock on the door a little bit, Chelsea. Good play again down that left-hand side, and not brilliant. Should be hitting the target from there. He's got plenty of time to set himself.
Is by not taking the game to Chelsea and powering away from them in that first half and almost sort of allowing the game to become quite cagey, it means that Chelsea now have got a puncher's chance.
Yeah, they've had that since the start of the game, and it was obviously very cagey in the first half an hour of the game. It opened up a little bit, but ultimately, as the game goes on, both sides will be encouraged, because Arsenal, as it stays like this, going to Wembley, and Chelsea, as you said, if they did get a goal, it would change everything. And they're not risking everything in order to try and get that pressure on. They're just slowly starting to ease their way into the last third against Chelsea, against Arsenal.
Mikel Arteta isn't particularly happy on the touchline. He's in close conference with Albert Stuyvenberg, one of his trusted assistants.
Yeah, you do feel the substitutions coming soon.
Gabriel being chased by João Pedro. And those two hoping to be in Carlo Ancelotti's Brazil squad for the World Cup. Ball sent forward towards João Pedro, who collides with Gabriel. The referee immediately gesticulates that there is no offence there.
Well, it didn't look like it. It just looked like a natural coming together. We'll just about see it here. It just then puts an arm on his shoulder and he goes down immediately.
Checked by the VAR, James Bell. Well, he doesn't have Bukayo Saka, he's injured tonight. Mikel Merino picked up a foot injury at the weekend, but he does have one hell of a bench. He's added to his coaching staff in the summer. Gabriel Heinze, formerly of Manchester United and Real Madrid, is part of his team now, and he is going to bring on Kai Havertz. Zubimendi finding Gyökeres. Trying to steer that centrally away by Gusto, not the best of headers, comes back to Nkapie. He flicks it towards Madueke, but it's an easy clutch for Sanchez.
Yeah, good throw out as well. Quick from the goalkeeper.
João Pedro.
Talked about Arsenal you know, having a go and taking the game to Chelsea. I'm not too sure that they've got the capability of that tonight, because Chelsea look very, very well organised.
Gusto. Oh, he got away from Nkapie there. Did he dive? That's the big question. Yeah. Or was he fouled?
No, he dived and he knows it. That's why he's staying down a little bit sheepish, getting a yellow card for his troubles. He thought there was a challenge coming in. It didn't appear. There's the touch. There's the challenge coming in, nowhere near him. And he kind of knows it. Why did I do that?
Probably won't want to see that again.
No, he won't. He should be embarrassed.
Off comes Victor Gyökeres and on comes Kai Havertz, formerly of Chelsea, the man who scored the winning goal for Chelsea in the Champions League final of 2021. Now very much an Arsenal man. He actually has a really good goal-scoring record for Arsenal. Scored not too long ago in the Champions League for them on a return to action. Kai Havertz. His first goal in nearly a year against Kairat. Adds a little bit of culture and class to the front line. Madueke's work is done for the night. He's going to be replaced by Leandro Trossard, who's come up with some big moments himself. His last goal in that statement win over Aston Villa. He's always coming up with big contributions and is very popular around here. So Chelsea have added 2 into their attack in Esteban and Cole Palmer, and Mikel Arteta has responded in kind with Trossard and Havertz. Cucurella. Followed by Rice. Now Trossard. Palmer puts it straight out, it's all over for a throw-in. Interesting to see how that sort of reconfigured Arsenal attack shapes up. Looks like Martinelli's gone out to the right-hand side.
Yeah, they just swapped over. And Trossard very comfortable in this left-hand side.
Greatest delivery from Rice, and Chelsea looking to escape here with Enzo Fernandez being chased by Zubamendi. Stavals lost it straight to Jurrien Timber. Trying to get away from Esteban, who commits a foul. And he gets a yellow card for his troubles. He's got a little bit frustrated there, didn't he, the boy from Brazil?
All over him, just about from now onwards.
Well, Arsenal very well placed in 4 competitions right now. Top of the league, into the last 16 of the Champions League. They can park that for a little while. They want to get to Wembley in this competition. He's trying to stop them. And if Chelsea are going to stop Arsenal from getting to the first League Cup final since 2018, then, well, they're going to need to find a goal. Trossard. Alejandro Garnacho scored twice off the bench in the first leg of this tie. He's about to get stripped and ready for action, I think. Might mean that Esteban comes out to this right-hand side and Garnacho goes out to the left. Rice spotted the run of Timber. Couldn't find the pass that was required to find him.
He might feel, Garnacho, that he owes his manager a performance after the weekend, first half.
You weren't impressed with that, were you?
Oh, my word. I mean, he just had one of those days. I mean, he's got that in him, to be fair. He's also got a brilliant set of feet, and he can create an awful lot of stuff. Doesn't do it often enough, and at the weekend he was very poor, so he owes his manager one.
Cucurella seemed to be all over the back of Martinelli there. Referee eventually gives the free kick in Chelsea's favour. They want to move it quickly. They've done that, and then there was something off the ball, which has resulted in Zubimendi going down, and Peter Banks is being encouraged to take further action against Cucurella. It was Andre Santos who went in on Zubimendi, and then as he got up, I think he tripped him. And the referee just calling over both captains to express his disgust at the antics. And they are just checking here for a possible kick out from Andre Santos. I don't think there was too much in that, Lee.
I didn't see it, to be honest with you. There was an awful lot of... not a lot going on, to be honest with you. It's just a little trip. It's not certainly not serious foul play.
Nothing in it, I don't think, and that will be the last act that Andre Santos manages in this fixture, because he is going to be replaced by Alejandro Garnacho. And Andre Santos just encouraging his teammates. Garnacho is on. He will go out to that left-hand side. Estevao will go towards this near touchline, and that might just mean a little reconfiguration for Chelsea again. Enzo Fernandez going a little bit deeper. Sanchez into Gusto. Palmer. João Pedro wanted to get it back to Cole Palmer, stopped by his England colleague, but Estevao was on hand to win it back, and now a little drag back from Cole Palmer. Comes into Rice again. Interesting battle.
Yeah, he's been trying to get the ball. Cole Palmer has been wandering around that 10 position, standing in decent positions, not necessarily got the ball. He had a couple of opportunities then to do a bit of magic, but it all closed in on him. Chelsea need him now, 15 minutes to go.
Estevao. Zubimendi does his job. Just halts Estevao in his tracks. Trossard a little bit loose. Eze. Back to Saliba. Eze again, and they've got runners down each side, and it may have been better, instead of playing a straight ball, to play one into the channel.
Timber was away. My man Garnacho had let him run into the space, and he was off, but nobody saw him.
The kind of winger I think you might have enjoyed playing against.
Oh, Christmas come early.
I'm not entirely sure there was that much contact on Eberechi Eze, but it certainly went down.
Delayed trip, wasn't it? Some go down and don't get free kicks, and some others do.
Went down in instalments in that occasion, and he got the payout. Well, here's Eberechi Eze and Declan Rice discussing what to do from this situation. Declan Rice is going to take responsibility for the delivery. Kai Havertz, Piero Hincapié, Gabriel Martinelli and Gabriel all lined up. They've sent it wide to Trossard to get a better angle, and they've lost the ball. But it's come back to Rice, and now on to Zubimendi, who's floated it to the far post. Gabriel is there, and so is Cucurella. And it could be a match-saving block, that, from Cucurella, because they had a man over at the far post, and Gabriel, when he's in that position, well, usually that ends in a goal.
Well, he was there, waiting for it. Great little ball, just hung it up. Zubimendi, and he's waiting for it. Gabriel gets a good header on it. Cucurella, to be fair to him, just faces him up. Hit me, and he did. Good defending from the full-back.
That was Arsenal's first shot of the second half. 77 on the clock.
They haven't had a corner since that one. I think we only had 2 corners, haven't they?
In the first half, yeah. A little tame from them in an attacking sense in the second 45. It's Caicedo allowed to turn. Enzo Fernandez sliding it forward. Cole Palmer, very central from Chelsea. Esteval thinks he should get a free kick. The referee has concurred. And this is in a dangerous zone.
Yeah, good play from Chelsea again. Pinged into João Pedro. Great touch, then pinged into Esteval. And he goes to shoot, and Gabriel's foot comes in and kicks the back of it. And this is a really, really dangerous position.
It's a bit central, isn't it? But it's within range.
I always think the central ones, you know, the goalkeeper's got a decision to make. Which side he makes his wall, which side does he prefer to dive to. I think they're difficult for goalkeepers at times.
Well, Enzo Fernandez and Cole Palmer can both hit them. Who is best placed to do so? It's a big chance for Chelsea, who haven't had too many and haven't created too many.
Yeah, Fofana's causing a bit of trouble as well. He's standing. I'm sure Timber will just run up and won't stand there and mark him unless Kepa wants him. I don't know what's going on there.
Well, Kepa's getting a little bit distracted. He's having a word with the referee. He's not in an illegal position there for Fofana. No, he's standing. He can stand where he wants, as long as he's not standing in the way of the goalkeeper and his sightline and prevents him from playing the ball.
I mean, he can't. Kepa's pushing him away. He's allowed to stand where he wants.
Kepa's miles towards his right-hand side. He's standing on the post.
He's trying to line the wall up to begin with, and Fofana's not allowing him. But there's no rule to say he can't stand wherever he wants.
Well, 2 Chelsea players standing in an offside position. They're going to be a little bit careful that they are not distracting Kepa, because they don't want any attempt on target ruled out because of that. There is a wall and then a draft excluder. They're standing now too close to where the free kick is supposed to be taken, and they're being pushed back by Peter Banks, because as Moises Caicedo is trying to do there, outlining the line that was painted, they've stepped over. Cole Palmer looks as if he's going to take it. It is Cole Palmer. It's into the wall, and there was a claim of handball. There's a deflection on the way through as a shot comes in from Chalobah, and it goes out.
Yeah, they're checking VAR, possible penalty. Enzo Fernandez shouted straight away. He'll go up. It's hit the top of his shoulder. It's not a handball at all. But the wall was about 7 yards away by the time he took the free kick. They all ran forward and jumped.
Well, this is the second effort which hits Martinelli, but it's by his side. It's never going to be given as a penalty, and it's a corner kick to Chelsea, and those have very quickly been checked and cleared. And there's 9 minutes to go, and a goal for Chelsea now changes the complexion of the tie. And it goes to the near post, and it's flicked by Fofana. There was a collision with Malo Gusto and Declan Rice at the near post.
There's another check VAR having a look at. It must be that one.
Well, the corner came in. The suggestion was that Gusto runs straight into Rice from the corner kick. But again, it's been another night where there's been a bit of tension, there's been a bit of angst, and there's still 8 minutes. And 8 minutes for him to hang on to a place at Wembley and reach a cup final again. He's won one major honour in his 6 years at Arsenal. That was the 2020 FA Cup final. It was against Chelsea at Wembley, an empty Wembley during the COVID season. At the end of August, the Cup final was played at. Very odd experience, but a winning one for Arsenal. And they would like to have that winning feeling again. Fofana away. Here is Martinelli chasing towards the corner. Gusto. And that was a little bit short from him, and Martinelli has got it back again. Now Leandro Trossard. Arsenal on the attack here with men inside the box. And they can't find one of them. It's brilliant from João Pedro again. Great hold that play.
It's just sensational. He's not giving one ball away tonight. Brilliant.
Palmer gives it away to Eze. And Eze now on the charge. He feeds Martinelli. Chalobah with a challenge. It might have been a dodgy one. The referee says no penalty. Martinelli thought he was clipped there by Chalobah. Was there contact on the ball first, or did he take the man out?
It looked like he got something on the ball, and then his follow-through looks like he brings Martinelli down. But I think the initial challenge, I think he's fine. He's outside the box. The challenge is outside the box first. He takes the ball, and then his follow-through, Martinelli, the legs get tangled up. It's not a penalty for me.
They are checking a possible penalty because of the leg that comes round. Well, they say they're going to clear it because he plays the ball because there is natural contact after the ball has gone. That's the words of the VAR. And there is no penalty given.
Yeah, I see his left leg follow through, and Martinelli tries to jump over it and catches it, but I think, as you said, the natural force of the two players coming together, the winning of the ball, I think is just about right from the referee and VAR.
Well, just before that, and we are up here in the middle of the Arsenal crowd, you might have heard, and our microphones picked up a bit of industrial language. If that offended you, we are full of apology. Here is Gusto. Emotions are running high, especially up here, actually. Joshua Champong is about to come on for Chelsea. Up towards Esteval. Is there going to be late drama in this game? Five minutes of normal time to play. Joshua Champong about to be introduced to the Chelsea backline.
I've played in semi-finals when the final minutes has been quite hurtful.
Have you? Elaborate.
It obviously wasn't the Carabao Cup, it was the other cup.
Villa Park?
Yes, thanks.
You brought it up. Here is Enzo Fernandez.
I just had that feeling then that goes down the back of your spine when you think of something horrible.
He's referring to a very good goal against Arsenal for Manchester United. Here is Esteval with a cross into the box. Flicked away by the Arsenal defence. Cucurella keeps Chelsea in possession here. Arsenal's very firm defence has just got to hold firm for another 4 minutes. Rarely been tested by Chelsea. One goal changes everything. Chelsea, remember, have got a habit of springing surprises late in games. They got a very late winner against West Ham at the weekend. Came from behind to beat Napoli last Wednesday. Liam Rosenior has installed a little bit of character amongst them. Fofana delivering a cross which didn't quite work out. Away by Gabriel. It's a Chelsea throw. Mikel Arteta runs to the halfway line. Liam Rosenior has tried to control it and failed. Malagusto is off. Joshua Champong is on. Does Chelsea make a like-for-like switch at right back? It's excellent from Joshua Champong. Straight into the thick of the action. Chelsea want to take the free kick quickly and not allowed to. It might mean that they decide to sling this into the box now, Lee.
Should be. There shouldn't be any thought about it. Having said that, they look like they want to take a quick one.
Ronaldo Cueva, the set-piece coach, is out on the edge of the technical area. Liam Rosenior is almost on the pitch. Mikel Arteta is doing a little dance down in front of us as well, trying to organise his team. As Enzo Fernandez delivers the ball into the box, Fofana flicks it on. It's a goal kick. Well, the Carabao Cup final between either Arsenal and Chelsea or Manchester City and Newcastle is going to be live on ITV1 on Sunday, the 22nd of March. Someone's going to lift the first set piece of the set piece silverware of the season. Commentary against Middlesbrough, top two in the Championship. Monday, 16th of February is live on ITV4 and ITVX at 7:30. Coventry have dropped a few points, haven't they, in recent weeks, and Middlesbrough are going well under their new manager. Here is Nkapio.
Yeah, from Arsenal's point of view, no mistakes, keep the ball, preferably in Chelsea's half, hit the corners, plenty of channel running.
Well, they haven't threatened that much tonight, Arsenal, but they haven't had to. It was never their game to win, they just had to not lose it. And right now, they're heading to Wembley. Unless Chelsea can come up with something. Caicedo needs to keep his feet, though, and he didn't quite do that there. And now Havertz has got the chance to send Trossard away. Not exactly breaking a neck to get into the penalty area here, Arsenal. There is going to be 6 minutes of added time. Trossard, he kept the ball well there, and he's beaten Cucurella. Nacho did get back to help out his teammates, and now Moises Caicedo trying to shuffle the ball out to Cucurella. Chelsea need a little bit of chaos in the game now to try and create a bit of urgency and a bit of tension.
Yeah, need to force the issue, try and win a free kick. Get the ball in the box as soon as you can. As you said, there's still 6 minutes of injury time.
Here's Enzo Fernandez, room to shoot, and he's overhit that. I think he just quite got a little bit excited, saw the headlines starting to be written, and he got well underneath that. But Chelsea do have 6 minutes to try and find the equaliser.
Yeah, they've got to get a full press on now, Chelsea. As soon as the ball is into that midfield, take a chance.
Well, they need to start launching it, really, don't they, and getting it into the Arsenal final third. Those Chelsea fans who are, some of them getting very wet away to our right-hand side. There are 2 balls on the pitch. The Arsenal fans have thrown one in from the clock end away to our right. Esteban has put it back into them. Kepa Arrizabalaga is suggesting that he should be booked for that. I'm not entirely sure that's going to happen. Arrizabalaga taking his time. The referee has indicated that he will add all of this on. Chelsea came here looking for a comeback, but they haven't been able to find their way through the red wall. The red wall that has kept 19 clean sheets already this season. There's only 1 defeat in 19 here over the course of this campaign. Arsenal don't usually lose at home. It happened against Manchester United. It's the only time this season that anyone has walked away with 3 points or a victory. Another ball being thrown on the pitch here to delay proceedings. It's becoming a bit of a trend. How will he be feeling, do you think, Liam Rosenior? Have they given it enough, Chelsea?
Well, I'll tell you in 5 minutes' time.
It's that much on a knife edge. One kick of a football can change everything. Declan Rice away. Fofana, blocked by Trossard. Comes through to Robert Sanchez, who needs to get it forward. Chelsea were criticised actually in the game at Stamford Bridge against Arsenal when they needed a goal for playing it out from the back and keeping it too deep and not throwing everything forward.
Well, if they were to go out and Arsenal go to Wembley, then that's where they've lost it. Not lost it tonight. They'll have lost it at Stamford Bridge. There could have been, as Ian said earlier on, could have been more goals down.
Here's Cole Palmer, though, trying to make some magic happen, but again, Declan Rice is there. And again, Arsenal thwart the attempted Chelsea charge.
Anywhere will do at the moment for a red shirt. They just want to get it at the other end of the pitch.
Just think back to that first leg as well, and the costly mistakes from Rob Sanchez. He was kicking himself after that game. I imagine he will be if they go out here in these circumstances. And Arsenal fans are trying to roar them up the Wembley way. Visit to Wembley is a cherished thing. There's a lot of discussion about silverware and its value. So many teams chasing it. There's only a handful of trophies you can lift. This is one of them, and it's the first of the season. And Arsenal looking to be the first ones in the final. Garnacho, Chalobah, Caicedo. Towards Garnacho again. Good defending from Martinelli. Chelsea keep it on the edge of the box. Fernandes trying to poke it through. João Pedro couldn't keep hold of it on that occasion.
Chelsea trying to go through the middle. They've got to go around the outside and in the box.
Palmer, Enzo Fernandez. He's got Esteval on this near side, the right. Can they unlock him? Takes on Nkapia. He's stuck to him like glue. Enzo Fernandez to Palmer. Back to Enzo Fernandez again. Fernandez trying to drift it into the box. João Pedro with a header. Comes down to Wes Fofana. Can't get his shot away. He's kept it alive though. Caicedo trying to get everyone in the box. He strikes it. It goes out for a throw-in. Liam Rossigna running down the touchline. Hold on. One last throw into the box. Cucurella through the legs of Nkapia. Caicedo, blind pass picked off by Eze. Away by Rice and more relief for the Arsenal defence. And they are sinking backwards a little bit here, Arsenal.
Yeah, it's only natural. Trying to protect what's behind them. Concentrate on what's in front of you.
Cole Palmer. Garnacho is wide out on the left. His cross easily blocked. And now a chance to break away. Rice just thumps it clear. Anywhere will do. Robert Sanchez is going to get there ahead of Martinelli. We're into the final minute that's been allotted. There might be just a smidging extra. Probably just one chance for Chelsea now. One more shot in the dark. Can they force extra time with the last kick of the game? Caicedo. Forward towards Esteval. Back to Caicedo again. Chelsea loading up the back post. Caicedo trying to force it. Why not go out for a corner this? Cucurella steering it backwards. It was an odd move to make, but Chalobah has it again. Chelsea need to sling it in. Caicedo trying to do that. It's aimed towards Fofana and Achimpong gets the header on. And Achimpong's header goes straight down into the arms of the goalkeeper, Arida Balaga.
Well, they need to concentrate and get back on the pitch. The Arsenal players celebrating behind the goal. The referee's not blown his whistle yet.
Well, we've played our allotted 6 minutes. The referee is being urged to blow his whistle. Forward by Cucurella. Still, Peter Banks has not blown the full-time whistle. And now Arsenal's got a chance to kill it. Havertz is in the middle. Havertz against Robert Sanchez to send Arsenal to Wembley, and he does! That clinches the semi-final, and the former Chelsea player comes back to haunt them. Arsenal reach their first cup final since 2020, and it's Kai Havertz who leads Mikel Arteta's team up Wembley Way and under the arch. Chelsea caught out on the break, and look what it means to those Arsenal players. And after a year of injury and sitting on the sidelines. Kai Havertz gets the goal that takes Arsenal back to the showpiece event under the arch.
Well, he's been sorely missed. A lot of talk about centre forwards, but he's been out for ever so long. He's come back and put Arsenal in a Wembley final. There's always going to be a chance of a breakaway at the end. Rice finds him in the middle. Martinelli supports. He's never going to pass it. He was ahead of him anyway. He probably would have been offside, but he brilliantly takes it round Sanchez with a bit of a body swerve into an open net. And all the damage, as far as Chelsea are concerned, was done at Stamford Bridge. Just too much of an uphill task to come here and get that goal, and in the end Arsenal have won it 4-2.
Well, they knew that Chelsea would have to come after them. They knew that Chelsea would have to throw everything at it right at the end if it was finally poised like this, and they were ready to pounce. They did pounce, and they won it. The League Cup never short of drama and never short of a story. The set-piece kings, the clean sheet merchants, and League Cup finalists, Arsenal, are heading to Wembley.
Yeah, and you have to say over the two legs, they do deserve it. They played ever so well at Stamford Bridge. Some mistakes, as you said, from Sanchez in that game. And that 3-2 victory has carried them through, because there was always a chance of a breakaway, a goal at the end. They didn't have to force the game. They just let Chelsea come onto them. Chelsea play some good stuff in midfield, some good patterns, but not really threatening at the pointed end of the pitch. And they paid the price. And Mikel Arteta will be going to Wembley again. And this season rumbles on. The chance of 4 still on the cards.
1993, the last time that Arsenal won the League Cup. George Graham was in the dugout. John Major was in Downing Street. Steve Morrow was being tossed in the air. It was a different world and a different time. But this is what knockout football is all about. 2 giants, 1 prize, neither willing to let it go. And it may not have been a swashbuckling football match like the first leg between the two, but it had intrigue, it had interest, it had tension, and the nerves were jangling right to the very end. But it's Mikel Arteta, who is sometimes accused of being a low-risk manager, who comes out triumphant thanks to Kai Havertz's late goal. The disappointment etched on the face of an emotional Wesley Fofana. He knows that Chelsea kept themselves in the game for a long time here. But look at Mikel Arteta. That's what it means for him to be returning to the big time. And Declan Rice, who has an experience of winning a major trophy, won the Conference League, led West Ham in Prague. He's going back to a big showpiece event and a chance to lift silverware, as he did Eberechi Eze last May with Crystal Palace.
It's not easy getting to cup finals, not easy winning trophies, and very few players get in their careers a chance to pick a trophy up. And so these players have got that chance now. They're obviously going for the league. That's the most important thing. The Champions League is yet to come. And the FA Cup as well, so they're still rumbling around on 4 fronts. Enjoy it, because these moments don't last forever. Celebrate tonight and then get your head down for the next set of games coming, because they come thick and fast. Get your rest in, get your electrolytes in and all that. Maybe have a celebratory drink tonight, but it's back to work again in 2 days' time.
Well, it's a conversation between 2 former colleagues, Esteban and Cole Palmer coming off the bench but not able to breach this brilliant defence that has now kept 20 clean sheets. Arsenal this season so far. There's been some huge characters that have been involved in it. Chelsea gave it their best but couldn't quite manage it. But that defence was superbly marshalled, and Declan Rice played his part in the game as well. And he is down on the pitch, waiting for us to talk to Gabriel Clark right now live.
Congratulations, Declan. What a way to win it in the end.
Yeah, really good way to win it. credit to Chelsea, to be fair. I think since the new managers come in, you know, they've been really, really good. And he changed the formation tonight, gave us problems, and on another night maybe they could have scored, but credit where it's due. Our defence is incredible, the way we've set up so strong.
And that's what pulls you through, that resolve in the end.
Yeah, and we really want it, you know. We have a group who really want it this year in every competition. So whatever team comes at us, you know, we're ready for it, and we've got to give 100%.
When it doesn't come that easily, obviously you want that goal in the first half, not in the last minute. What has to be the attitude?
Stay switched on. You know, when you play a team like Chelsea, they throw so many things at you, physically, mentally. And yeah, at points it's really hard. You know, it gets really tough because you're playing against the best players in the world, but you've got to have that resilience to stay strong and keep going. And yeah, it's such a good night.
And for these fans to be back at Wembley for a cup final, first time in 6 years, for you to be at Wembley, you played there a lot, for your first club cup final, it feels like a hurdle cleared.
Yeah, for sure, we deserve it. This club's missed out the last 3 or 4 years, but we've been right at the very top of the Premier League and competing, and we've been really, really close. But that obviously hasn't been good enough, so that's why this season we have that extra desire and fire in our belly to go one step further in every competition. Look, it's a long way to go, but to be in a cup final with this club is amazing. And yeah, just keep focused and keep going.
Dramatic night, well done. Player of the match too. Well done, Declan.
Well, it was tough for Arsenal. Chelsea kept asking questions, but Arsenal have got over the line, and they will be in the League Cup final next month against Manchester City or Newcastle United.
Super 6, proud sponsors of Carabao Cup coverage on ITV.
Right now at Wren, you can get up to £1,300 cash back on selected AEG appliances. Wren, made for living.
New Toyota Aygo Cross Hybrid with 0% APR representative over 24 months. More confidence, more go.
Snack time. Bada boom, bada bing. Nice free win. Here's another one. The free-to-play Sky Vegas prize machine with a daily chance to win. With no wagering, what you win is what you keep. Play prize machine at Sky Vegas.
When life gives you unexpected guests. Oh, crisis averted then. With local restaurants and shops on Deliveroo, now just got even better.
He needs changing. Come on, let's go.
Buggy?
Double buggy. Let's go.
Quickly, kids. Move, move, move.
Come on.
I'm gonna throw up.
When you want your holiday to feel like a holiday,
hi guys, welcome.
It matters where you stay. Hilton, for the stay.
There once was a woman who lived in a shoe. A size too snug, but what could she do? But that's not where her story ends. Thanks to a little help from her experienced friends, she got her score into much better shape and relocated to a box fresh new place with room to grow and a mortgage to suit. Now she lives in a spacious 4-bedroom cowboy boot. Experian, better your score, better your story.
It's like the end of an era, you know? But I'm ready. I've had my biker moment. Plus, it's free to sell on eBay and I got a really good price. Goodbye, biker girl.
Bye.
Okay, next.
When it's this easy to sell for free, you can't help but say when it's eBay.
Build wealth with Trading 212, the all-in-one app to invest, save, and spend. Invest in stocks and ETFs with zero commission. Trade anytime with 24-hour US market access. Earn 3.6% interest with our Cash ISA. Spend like an investor with our free debit card and get 1.5% cash back. Get the Trading 212 app and start building wealth today.
Get more me time when you save with Compare the Market. Sergey, nobody wants to see that. Compare the Market, the simplest way to save.
Super 6, proud sponsors of Carabao Cup coverage on ITV.
The moment that Arsenal came back to Wembley to contest the League Cup final, Kai Havertz against his former club, making it 1-0 on the night, 4-2 on aggregate. The last time the League Cup final was 2018, Arsene Wenger's last season, and they played Manchester City as well, and they may well play City again. We'll find out tomorrow night. Arsenal got the job done, and I think over the two legs, we'd have to say, and they deserve it, don't they?
I think so, especially the first leg. I think if Chelsea got anything out of this game, we'd probably ruin the chances that we missed at in the first game, because I think we could have easily won that 4-1. But you know, any means necessary for me. You know, if this is how it's going to be to the rest of the season, we can nick games and get points, I'll take it, Poogs, because, you know, it's by any means necessary. You've got to win the games.
And we saw what it meant to the players. I mean, you know, Declan Rice,
you saw him.
Yeah, you know, he's played two European Championship finals. He's won the Conference League with West Ham to play in a club final at Wembley. We saw what it meant to him there.
But it should. That's
yes,
why you do
absolutely,
this.
yeah.
And, yeah, they deserved it over the two legs. And I thought they defended superbly, you know. Effective, that's what Arsenal are. They're very effective and very efficient, and they didn't have to do anything. If they kept a clean sheet, they were through tonight. And when Chelsea had a go, then they become efficient and take their chance, and they did.
At the risk of Lee Dixon running down these steps and vaulting over here and saying, what are you talking about? You play with the best Arsenal defence of all time, of which Lee was very much a part. 20 clean sheets for this team, this defence. I'm not saying they're up there yet, but they're beginning to put themselves in the conversation about one of the best Arsenal defences, are they not?
Exactly, without a doubt. And what helps that is actually going on and winning things, because that defence, they won everything. Obviously not the Champions League, but like they won everything domestically, and rightly so, because they were magnificent. I think that this defensive force, they're brilliant as well. But again, it will all be judged on what you end up getting for it, Poogs. But 20 cleans, that's amazing. That's brilliant.
And to have played in front of them, let's say, you know, you were a midfielder, play in front of a defence like that, what does that give you as a player, as a midfielder, as a team, the knowledge of what's behind you?
You're never worried, because even if tonight you're not firing or it's not quite working out, or Chelsea throw a formation change and you're a bit shocked, if your team and your backline has ability to keep a clean sheets win your championships.
You know what?
That's the bottom line.
You know the thing with it is, Kaz, I remember playing in that back five with a goalie as well. Martin Keown's got to throw his name in, otherwise he'll dig me out. The fact is that you knew that if you scored, you're probably winning that game, and that is what this team's like now. Obviously, the last few games we've let in a couple of goals, silly mistakes for our own calls. We cause it ourselves, but in the main, Poogs, when you score, you're probably going to win in a team like that, in that defence.
Because Chelsea, quite rightly, as we expected on the hour mark, Estevao came on, Cole Palmer came on, then Garnacho came on. So there were some big hitters. Chelsea tried their absolute hardest, but they got to about 24 yards out, and they needed somebody to be able to bend it in the top corner. They couldn't unpick the lock any closer, could they?
Look, this Arsenal team has lost once here this season. There's a reason. Look, and when Chelsea obviously went for it and put bodies forward, this was the time then when you become efficient. When you get your one moment in the game, you make the right decision, it's 3v1, and Havertz comes on and rounds the keeper. Game over, job done. Thank you very much for in our cup final.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Really pleased for Kai. You know, he's coming on and scoring like that. You know, he's had his problem with the injuries. Hopefully we'll shepherd him through them, because I think that he's another one with big moments. Same with Eze. I think his time's to come, and I'm never going to give up on Victor in respect of the rest of this season. There's moments to be had. Kai just had one there to get us to the final. And, you know, as long as that continues for the rest of the season, I'm happy.
Mikel Arteta won the FA Cup 6 years ago. Arsenal haven't won anything since, but they're in the League Cup final next month. Back in a couple of moments' time as we continue to reflect on what it means to Arsenal to reach the final. And for Chelsea and Liam Rosenior, well, it was always about building blocks. Still plenty for them to play for this season.
Super 6, proud sponsors of Carabao Cup coverage on ITV.
With HelloFresh, weeknights are made for proper home cooking. And dinner time means phones down, forks up. It's all about silly in-jokes, loud noodles slurping, and mopping up every last drop of sauce. Bring back dinner time.
Well, it's wonderful to finally meet the girl I've heard so much about.
Oh, please let me.
Thank you, dear.
What an amazing home you have. I wonder what it's worth. Oh, not that you'd sell it. I just mean, it'll fetch a good price when you... Heaven forbid!
Oh dear. If you want to know the value of your home, or theirs, just ask Zoopla.
Nescafe Frothy Coffees, because sometimes nothing tastes better than a no. With a creamy, long-lasting froth to get you ready for your next yes. Say yes to cappuccino. And get ready to mix things up with Nescafe chocolate flavours.
Electric.
I bet they bought the car with crypto.
Probably got a podcast about kale.
The Triugas! Jeffrey reckons they wear sandals. They're coming now, they're coming now.
There he is. Never seem nice.
The same.